Today's video is going to be a little bit more specific. I'm going to be showing you how to remove the bumper on a Mazda 6 from the second generation, so I think that's 2009 to 2012. But even if you don't have a Mazda, you can learn some great things about how to gently remove certain things from your car and work on it yourself at home. So please stick around. Hope you enjoy this video. I know there's not a lot of content out there about this specific car, so I hope this can help someone on their journey. So today we are taking off this bumper and replacing a headlight, switching out the side marker light and the blinker, and we're also going to fix some of the misfitment that was on this front bumper here. A few months ago I had to replace a headlight and the bumper, and we got it fixed through insurance, but they didn't really do a good job, so now I need to take off my bumper and realign everything. And then they also replaced this turn signal, but they put the wrong type of bulb inside. I have a burnt out headlight on the other side, so we'll have to switch that. And then once we get the bumper back on, it'll hopefully not have this weird gap here on this edge connecting piece. Everything should be flush. So right now we are removing this underbody. We're removing the clips from the wheel well and the cover from the underneath. As you can see, we've already taken out this plastic piece. We're working on this front lip now. You'll have about 4 to 5 clips on the inner wheel well, 2 on the inside, and then a couple more on the outer edge. And then here I only took off the front half. As you can see, there's more clips on the back here. On the underside, there's some 8mm bolts that you need to take out, and then just to repeat the process on the other side of the car and remove the bumper. And then there's also these clips on the top here near the grill, and then a couple more crosshead screws to take out. And once everything is removed, you can take off the bumper as one piece, or you could remove this badging and top grill from the lower bumper, but we don't really need to do that today, so it's just coming off as one piece. Please take note that along with these clips on the wheel wells, there is going to be a screw or an 8mm head that holds the bumper to the fender. As we go to the top of the bumper, you can see here we have an assortment of things to undo. There may be push clips, screw heads, and 8mm bolts that we need to undo. Jumping right into it, I will have a list of all the tools and things you need down below in the description. I will also have some links to other videos. I put up new videos every Friday. Go and check it out. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like my work. Getting into it here, let's remove this bumper from this Mazda 6. As we move along, be sure not to break any of these plastic pieces. Sometimes they can get old and brittle, or otherwise damaged by the vibrations or the heat from your hood compartment. So just go through it carefully, undo everything. As we move to this middle portion, you are able to separate this center grill part where the air can go into the engine bay and around where your emblem is. You can separate that from the bottom bumper, but in today's video we don't really need to do that. So there are certain clips that you can skip, or screws that you can skip if you don't want to undo too much of it. But here I'm just showing the main bits that we need to undo the entire bumper and take it safely off from the front end. It's always good to have someone with you to hold it steady while you're undoing these parts. Once we've gotten all of the visible screws and clips undone, there are still 2 more places where the bumper will go in near the fender and the headlight. It's very difficult to reach. You will need a tool to help you get in there. It's a part where the plastic of the fender actually hooks into another piece on the front end. It's not really a clip, but it's just the bumper itself shaped that way. So carefully remove it, just pull it out with a tool as you see me do here, and do that on each side of the bumper. Once all of the pieces are taken apart, slowly and gently remove each end of the bumper from the corners where the fenders meet, and then pull out from the center. Try not to let it drop onto the ground. It will definitely scratch your paint and destroy your plastics. Try to be balanced when you pick up and handle your bumper. It's a very flexible, not so stable piece of plastic like this, so it's very easy to get caught in the wind or to turn and flex in a way that might stretch it or break it. Once we've pulled off that bumper, you can reveal everything underneath. The bottom of the headlights, around the fender, obviously the air intakes, and along this railing where the foam is for crash prevention. This is the front end of our car. So now I'm going to go ahead and change the side light bulbs and my headlight bulb, and I'll also try to realign it so that there's no more pieces sticking out or anything rubbing against each other. Once it's time to put the bumper back on, just do everything in the reverse order. Hopefully you've kept all of your clips and screws organized and you can put them back in without much trouble. So unfortunately, it seems like the part that the insurance company had put on was just really misshapen or not formed really well from the factory. So it did not really align well. I fixed some of the misalignment, but to this day my bumper is still popped out a little bit. But doing something like this for ourselves, we get to learn a lot more about our car and how to take it apart and put it back together. So it was a good learning experience, and it's also way easier to replace things like the lights on the side markers and other things like that when you do this. So here are some after shots of getting this bumper back on, clean again, and it looks great. I hope you learned something from this video. Hopefully, if you need to work on your Mazda 6, this will help you guys out. Please leave a like and subscribe. This has been AJ Soupball.